r/askreddit. What widely accepted Reddit tropes are just not true in your experience? The AITA final judgment can be wrong. Spend any amount of time on a dating or relationship sub and you'd think the average man and woman are just seething with hatred toward each other. Maybe I just have an exceptional group of friends from both sides, but thankfully that doesn't represent my reality. You don't have to divorce your wife if she bought a $200 laptop without consulting you first. Just because someone lies to you, it doesn't mean that they are gaslighting you. Gaslighting is different than just lying, and it's used in abusive/controlling situations by manipulative people. Bob from accounting, who denied eating an extra piece of cake, isn't a dangerous man who is gaslighting everyone in the office. He just likes cake. I've got a twofer. Mental illness is either super easy to fix with healthy lifestyle, or it's terminally crippling and kills you entirely. Many of us are out there doing it all right but still just struggling/coping. The other day there was this post on r/woodworking where this guy was showing off this beautiful cabin he made with a sawmill. I went to the comments in hopes he would divulge some of the various processes involved. I dream of owning my own sawmill someday to make tables and things, but it never occurred to me I could build a cabin entirely on my own. Absolutely incredible. Anyways, I was interested enough that I went through almost every comment, and towards the bottom there were people bitching about how close it was to the creek and how the trees surrounding it could fall on the cabin. The dude was very poised in his responses and kept pointing out that it was built on stilts and all things in life require risk. This one was one he was willing to take considering it was a dream of his. Point being, Redditors tend to be incredibly cynical and risk-averse to a fault. On top of that, there is always an incredible number of comments from people that have no freaking clue what they are talking about, but they say these things with such confidence. The next time you come across a post involving a particular hobby of yours, just head to the comment section and you'll see what I mean. That if someone yells at you or loses their temper once, they're a violent person who can never change. If you visit UK subreddits, you'd be forgiven for thinking the whole country is full of antisocial people who hate their colleagues and are scared of the slightest confrontation. In reality, most of us are pretty normal. That you can never have friends at your job, everybody is just waiting to stab you in the back for that next promotion or whatever. It portrays everyone, besides you, the main character, as a mindless, selfish corporate drone, who only thinks about themselves. I spend most of my time at work. Why wouldn't I want to get along with the people there? Not everyone you don't get along with is a narcissist, sometimes you just don't get along. I also don't hear that term thrown around so casually in real life. Oh, you have a problem in your relationship? Better break up. Oh, you're a night owl and your wife is an early bird? You're fundamentally incompatible. Break up. I understand Redditors warning other Redditors that they're in an abusive relationship, but a lot of the time problems can be fixed. Everyone's being gaslit. No, that person did not deserve to be shot/beat up/left homeless/cheated on, etc. 99% of the time. People fuck up. It's part of being human and not every mistake requires a life-altering punishment. That empty shops selling actual stuff are all probably money laundering fronts. Edit. Many replies to this are kinda proving my point. I'm a dad that does plenty of stuff with my kids without my wife around. I've never gotten a sideways look or rude comment for being on a playground around kids or saying hi to a child nearby. That more upvotes means that comment is more valid than others. In real life, when people ask what your job is in conversation, they're usually not doing it to gauge how much respect they should give you or how rich you are or anything like that. They're just trying to see what you're interested in so they have something to talk to you about. Taco Bell leading to immediate diarrhea. I haven't had it in years but used to have it semi-regular, not once had it led me to gastrointestinal distress. So either Redditors have really delicate constitutions or Taco Bell equals blowing mud is just lazy humor for the collective. Open marriage and polyamory are not widespread in the liberal world, but niche group of people. /r/buy it for life would have you believe that unless you shell out good money for every last thing you own, you're bound to regret it once the cheaper option inevitably fails on you within a ridiculously short period of time. Let me tell you all something. There is no need to buy a $50 water bottle instead of a $10 one unless your preferred method of handling is to drag it across asphalt to and from work daily. There is also no need to drop $300 to $400 on a pair of real leather work boots unless your work actually requires it. It isn't inevitable or normal for you to be pulling muscles and having pains doing simple shit in your 30s. You're not getting old. You got sedentary. That Reddit is a place for intellectual discourse when really it's a place for echo chambers and circle jerking. This site loves the word narcissist so much, it no longer means anything. That the answer to everything is worst case scenario. Break up. Never speak to them again. Cut all ties. Slow down there, Seabiscuit. Let's try some solutions first before setting fire to everything. That therapy is the answer to all questions and problems. Yes, therapy can help. But most of the time simple thinking and communicating get you all the way. Furthermore, therapy is not easily available in large parts of the world, even in Western societies like Germany. Not one time in 39 years of life has a woman give me a hard time for opening a door for her. Not one time in 39 years have I so much as gotten the side eye for interacting with kids in public without a woman near me. There aren't nearly that many people who have had threesomes, nor have there been anywhere near the amount of times people came close to one. Alright, I'll say it. A banana doesn't really give me a very accurate sense of scale. Bananas can come in so many shapes and sizes. Not everything is an ADHD symptom. Not everyone rather die than small talk with their co-workers. Believe it or not, most people love their kids and don't regret having them. The typical know-it-all top comment being right. It's easy to fall into that trap until it's about something you actually know about. Edit okay, why does this have 12k upvotes and 4 awards? It's like 2 sentences. That going to a trade school sets you up to automatically make 6 figures in a couple of years. That you can't have a reasonable back and forth with people you disagree with. Every man who so much as looks at a child is constantly attacked and harassed for being a pedophile. In reality, most people don't give a shit. I'm a short dude, and have literally never had problems with dating or finding partners whatsoever. Reddit makes it seem like if you're a short guy you're somehow unable to be found attractive, especially not by women who would generally be considered beautiful keepers, but that's not been my experience at all. Best of Reddit is not usually the best of Reddit. That every relationship-related post is immediately taken over by people who only ever advise the op to break up with their partner with zero nuance. Post visibility is determined by upvotes. Of course you'll end up seeing the most egregious examples of dysfunctionality unless you sort by new, same with most other similar subreddits. I feel like a lot of the stereotype comes from people disagreeing with the dump him advice, which is a wholly different topic, although one with potentially interesting insights as to people's various sensitivity to bad domestic situations. That they're all virgins. A surprising amount claim to have has intercourse with my mother. That all of Reddit is toxic. There are plenty supportive subs that give good advice. And the hobby subs can be pretty understanding with newbies. That Redditors are all virgins living in their parents' basement. I happen to live in my parents' attic.